My name's Alex, and welcome to ReYO, the Sustainable Network. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the food delivery lifestyle. In some places, food delivery sales can have doubled. Sorry, please let me start again. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the food delivery lifestyle. In some places, food delivery sales have doubled, and soon, most meals or meal kits are likely to be ordered online and delivered. By 2030, industry sales are expected to rise by more than 20% to cover almost 2 million restaurants and serve 60 million monthly active users located in 1,000 cities around the world. At the same time, commissions for delivery apps are choking profits, and governments around the world have started restricting the use of single-use plastics. You might say, sure, but we use paper that gets, the problem for vendors is that delivery services are a vital revenue stream pre and post-COVID. However, they can only provide customers with cheap single-use plastics or biodegradable packaging options like BioPack or paper. You might say, sure, but we use paper that gets recycled. Well, a paper bag takes more than 4 times the energy, 71% more water, and needs to be reused 3 times more to make it more environmentally friendly than a single-use plastic bag. Currently, there is no easy way to sustainably recycle single-use packaging in the food delivery industry. On average, Australians use 130 kilos of plastic per year, and only 9% of this is fully recycled. Globally, this waste costs over $150 billion per year. ReYO aims to relieve this problem by offering a reusable packaging option to the industry. Our vision is to be a sustainable, reusable packaging network that manages the takeaway lifestyle and eliminates the global impact of single-use packaging. We want to supply insulated, reusable packaging to vendors from meal bags to pizza boxes, collect them from customers, and return them back to vendors. Here's one scenario for completing the circle for dinner at home or lunchtime office food delivery. Firstly, vendors adopt reusable containers and place them as a premium option on their menu. Next, customers select in and receive their delivery as normal delivery apps in reusable packaging. Once finished, customers place containers back in the meal bag and scan, letting ReYO know an ideal time for container pickup. Once picked up, each morning, ReYO then returns the containers back to vendors in a sealed, sanitized, food-grade box. ReYO's business model includes reusable container rental and service commissions. For end customers, ReYO's value lies in a new, eco-friendly takeaway experience with next to no decrease in convenience. The difference between ReYO and other reusable swap-and-go initiatives is firstly, we don't rely on customers to bring or return the containers. Second, there are few initiatives that exist for food, and many successful ones that already exist for coffee, which is promising on both aspects of space. For vendors, sustainable delivery options enable access to the growing eco-friendly market while providing a premium dine-out experience for customers. In addition, eliminating the risk of cross-contamination is part of our value proposition, which means our reusable service is safe to use post-COVID-19 and adaptable to all the government restrictions that are happening. ReYO has begun to form relationships through our interviews with 22 restaurants and chains interested in reducing costs and the potential for reusable packaging. And we continue to see exciting green initiatives around Australia. ReYO has received 48 survey responses from ANU students to validate their environmental and quality pain points when it comes to food delivery. 6 CBD restaurants have expressed desire to sign up for our service, including Soul Origin, Grilled, and Betty's Burgers. We need $6,000, $4,000 to purchase our first supply of reusable containers and packing materials, $2,000 for legal fees, health code certification, and business consultation. We also ask for mentorship to optimize our business model as a circular economy mechanism and help to gain both private and public funding. If we were to get an additional $2,000, we could expand on our digital presence and include photos.
Right, I'm gonna have to cut you off there, unfortunately. Well done, Team ReYO. And so now we're gonna hand over to the judging panel for questioning. Just jump in whenever you want, guys.
Hi, Alex, is there a prototype for your recycled packaging?
We currently don't have one, which is primarily the reason we'd ask for funding. We know that around the world,
I guess
there
a
are prototypes.
or a concept for your prototype or anything similar?
So we've been looking into different markets. So we've got, we'd be looking into burgers and fries, sustainable cages or like packs, as well as pizza boxes, and there already exist bento boxes and reusable containers in that space. They're just not used in the way that we would like to.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Hi, Alex. It's Anna. How are you going?
Hi,
firstly, well done. Being first in this environment is really difficult, so well done. Just explain to me a little bit about the process of actually how you sterilize or reuse the products, because obviously that's a big health issue. So how does that whole process work?
Yep. So initially, what we plan on doing is either picking up the containers and washing them, or renting close by centralized restaurants their dishwashing services. So because we pick the containers up within a short amount of time, it leaves less room for contamination. And at the same time, because we sterilize and pack them in a sealed box, returning them back to the vendors, that eliminates any type of cross-contamination there. Plus our material would be ideal for cleaning purposes.
Is there some kind of standard that you have to meet in the food industry to make sure there is no contamination? I mean, I know that there's certainly been some challenges with reusable containers in supermarkets. That's why people bring their own, because then they're responsible. So is there some kind of standard that has to be met?
There is definitely a standard for health and safety. That's why we'd also need the funding to be able to meet those and get certified. But at the same time, for food, in comparison to coffee, we have actually got approval for reusable containers with food during COVID. So in that space, that's being done before. And yeah.
Thanks.
Alex, well done as well from me. I probably didn't understand it correctly. There seems to be an extra trip to pick up the containers. Have you thought about the environmental impact of that, and also, you know, that it's being washed and so on? And yeah.
Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, and then the other question I have is around the money. You can re-explain who pays, how do you get money?
Yeah, so first off, in terms of picking up the packaging, we have looked into different types of vehicles, but essentially by focusing on localized short distances, we're able to use e-cargo bikes or electric bikes. Also, we've been looking into what's called like a loop service or a bus and scheduled type service, where we can sustainably schedule our pickups and also employ people to sustain that funding there. In terms of, sorry, your second question
money.
Was in terms of money.
Yeah,
it's a good one. So we ideally are renting out our containers to vendors. Whilst in the long run it would save them money, there are still small fees per use for our service. We're also hoping to deliver premium services to end-use customers who are both interested in eco-friendly packs, who are willing to pay premiums, And at the same time, customers who don't enjoy single-use packaging, which is the majority of people. So given that price points are less of a pain point for customers than they are for vendors, we have ideally thought about placing the premium small fee onto the customers and taking a percentage of that, placing the commissions onto the customers instead of vendors.
Fantastic. That's all the time we have for questions.